Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, let's dive into one of the biggest debates in tech right now. QLED versus OLED. If you've even glanced at a new TV recently, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, let's settle this. So, you're out there, you're shopping for a great new TV, and you see these two names everywhere, QLED and OLED. I mean, they sound almost the same, right? But the tech behind them is worlds apart. So what's the real difference? And which one is actually the right one for your living room? We're going to treat this like a showdown, a battle between two absolute tech titans. And by the end, you'll know exactly which champion you should be rooting for and bringing home. Now, before we get into picture quality, contrast, all that good stuff, we have to start at the very beginning. We have to understand the single biggest difference between them. And you know what? It all comes down to one simple thing: how they make light. Okay, so first up is OLED. Think of an OLED screen like a gigantic stadium, and every single person in the stands is holding a tiny flashlight. Each person is a pixel. If you need a part of the picture to be bright, they turn their flashlight on. If it needs to be black, they just turn it off. It's that simple. Total control, pixel by pixel. Now QLED, it's a totally different game. Picture that same stadium, but instead of millions of tiny flashlights, there's just one huge, incredibly powerful spotlight at the back. To create an image, it has to shine that light through a whole bunch of complex color filters and shutters that open and close. So it's not creating light where it's needed, it's blocking light where it's not. So this is it. This is the single most important thing to remember. OLED is emissive. The pixels emit their own light. QLED is transmissive. It transmits light from a backlight. This one difference, it's the key to basically everything else we're about to talk about. All right, let's get to the main event. Let's see how that core difference in technology actually plays out on the screen, the part you actually care about. We're breaking it down into 4 rounds. And round 1, black levels and contrast, well, it's an absolute knockout for OLED. No contest. Because those pixels can turn completely off, you get perfect, true, absolute black. That gives it what we call an infinite contrast ratio, which makes movies in a dark room look absolutely stunning. With QLED, since it's always blocking a backlight, the blacks are really just very, very dark grays, and you can sometimes see a little halo of light, or blooming, around bright objects on a dark background.
But hold on, QLED is not down for the count. It comes roaring back in round 2 with sheer, brute force brightness. That powerful backlight we talked about, it allows high-end QLEDs to get way brighter than OLEDs. This is a huge deal if your TV is in a sunny room, and it makes those bright highlights in a movie, like an explosion or a sunset, just pop off the screen with incredible intensity.
Now, I have to add, that brightness gap, it's shrinking, fast. New versions of OLED tech are getting brighter every single year. So yeah, QLED still wears the crown for peak brightness today, but this race is getting tighter than it's ever been. Okay, round 3. Let's be real. How often is everyone watching TV sitting in that one perfect, sweet spot right in the middle of the couch? What about when you have family over for a movie or friends for the big game? Where you sit matters. And yeah, this one isn't even close. It's another huge win for OLED. Because every pixel makes its own light, the picture looks incredible from almost anywhere in the room. With QLED, because you're looking through all those layers, the picture can start to look washed out and lose its color if you move too far to the side. With OLED, every seat is the best seat in the house. Picture quality is one thing, but let's talk about the real world, right? We're talking about your wallet and the actual size of your living room wall. It's time to look past the image and get into the practical side of things. And wow, this is where QLED really flexes its muscles. Just look at these numbers. If you want to go big, QLED gives you so much more screen for your money. Dreaming of a giant 75 or even 85-inch screen? QLED is by far the more affordable way to get there. OLEDs are fantastic, but they get really expensive really fast as the size goes up.
Okay, we have to talk about the elephant in the room for OLED. It's the one thing everyone seems to worry about: burn-in. You know, the fear that if you leave a news channel logo or a video game health bar on the screen for too long, it'll get permanently stuck there.
But here's the real deal. For like 99% of people, this is a total non-issue today. Modern OLEDs have all this clever tech built right in to prevent it. As long as you're watching different things, movies, shows, games, you're almost certainly never going to have a problem. Both of these TV types are built to last for well over 100,000 hours.
So where does that leave us? After all the technical talk and all the rounds, how do you actually pick your champion? Well, it's not about which one is best overall. It's about which one is best for you. Let's make this simple.
You should go with OLED if you are a cinephile, if picture quality is your #1 absolute top priority. If you love watching movies in a dark room and want that breathtaking cinematic experience, OLED is your champion.
On the other hand, you should go with QLED if your TV is in a bright, sunny living room. If you want the biggest screen you can possibly get for your money to watch sports with your friends, then QLED is your clear winner. It's the bright, bold, go big or go home choice.
You know, at the end of the day, the best news is that you really can't go wrong. You're choosing between two incredible pieces of technology. Both of them offer a picture that would have seemed like something out of a science fiction movie just 10 years ago. The best TV is just the one that fits your life.
So you see, the question isn't which TV won the fight. The question is, which champion is right for your arena? Think about your room, think about what you watch, and think about your budget. Answer those questions, and you'll have your winner.